You draw a dog face, right? I'm gonna do it on a balloon because if you don't draw everything on a balloon, you're kind of lame. So first off, in our story, there was this guy, right? And this guy, his name was Steve. But sadly, old Steve, he was born without legs. He had a normal without arms. My mistake. He had a normal no-arm life, right? Got bullied for it, It's kind of sad. But, he made friends, had a generally good life. One day when he was 23, he got really drunk. Drinking stuff is weird for him, but, he gets through it. And one of his friends said, "Hey, Steve, you should go in one of those, big plastic ball things, like the ones you can roll around in and see through." And, Steve was just absolutely plastered. And so he's like, "Yeah, actually, David, his friend, that's a great idea." And he was actually on the coast because, he lives in LA. And a really strong gust of wind came on. And it knocked him forward, and, he didn't have his arms to catch himself, and he tripped, and he fell directly on his mouth. And he broke some teeth, and blood started spewing out. And then it started, the ball started rolling, and it started getting everywhere, and it was just absolutely disgusting. And then gale force winds started picking up, and Steve started going, closer and closer into the ocean. And he was, it was so terrifying because he didn't have arms. He couldn't signal to anyone that he was lost. He would be stuck in the middle of the ocean forever. It would be terrible. And Steve was out in the ocean for, about an hour or two. Then he realized he was getting close to a waterfall. He didn't know how or why, but there was a waterfall nearby him. And he kept getting closer and closer. The rapids were shifting him back and forth. He was falling. More teeth and blood were spilling out everywhere. And then he fell over the waterfall. He thought he was going to die, but at the last second, wings appeared onto his ball, summoned by Steve and his powers that he had no idea that he had. And he flew away past the waterfall, and Steve thought, "Wow, this is amazing." And as Steve got back to the coast, something was wrong. And as he hit the ground, he started transforming. The rubber ball started transforming into his head. He started to feel to combine with it, and he became a dog. But as the rubber ball came closer, it transformed with him. His body started to come out, and his legs, he became a half dog, half person. But and as that was happening, he grew arms. For the first time in his life, he had arms, and this made Steve happy. He shed a single tear of joy. Not a single tear. He started crying profusely at how beautiful this moment was. And Steve was finally happy. So if you guys want to make happy Steve, just learn how to come back to watch this video and, know how to draw dog faces. Have a good day. Goodbye.